Moments, brought to you by Fortune Rice and Frytol.
Hey guys, it's your girl Miss Drew, your hostess for the Moses, and yes, I am back again with yet another moment for you to get involved in. Now, usually we're traveling around to different spaces. Today I'm not in my usual space anyway. I'm in a beautiful location, Silicon House Productions. But if you know me, then you know how traveling and food are the way to my heart. I don't really find many people who understand me, but today, oh my goodness, today I have got my sister in travel, my sister in food. We are literally just alike. Her name says it all. She's a queen. She goes by the name of Ohima, and she is with me today, and we are going to talk all about her life in travel and food. So hey girl.
Hey Drew.
Girl, you looking so amazing.
Oh, thank you.
Oh yeah, show them the length. Look at the length. Oh yeah, we got it. So Ohima, I mean, there are some people that are watching that they actually have never seen you before or heard of you before, which is shame onto you.
Oh wow.
Like shame.
That's true.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about you and what you do.
Okay, so I'm a digital creator. I create content for brands. I'm also a travel and lifestyle blogger. So I, blog about travel. I work with hotels to help promote them. So that's what I do right now.
Nice. Hey, working with hotels. Guys, start getting your notebooks out, okay? Because this girl is like international. She's not a Ghana celebrity. She's international. That's the aim that we should be aiming for.
Goodness.
So, travel blogger, what even inspired that in the first place?
So I was a flight attendant for about 3 years with Emirates Airline. And if you work for Emirates, you do have to live in Dubai. So that's how I got into travel. As a flight attendant, I was traveling everywhere. And then I realized I was really interested in travel because whenever I go to a destination, I'll be going out, visiting people, visiting places. And then that inspired this whole journey for me.
Nice. So, where would you say, wait, how did you even get the job? Was that something that you always wanted to do? When you were like young, you wanted to be a flight attendant?
No.
What was it?
No, I didn't want to be. I was actually a pharmaceutical student. I was not doing anything with travel.
Wow.
Like that. Someone told me about Emirates Airline, and then I was like, oh, I would like to do that in the future. So I applied for it online. And then Emirates, they hadn't been here about 5 years to recruit. Funny enough, a few months after I did the application, they were coming, so they sent an email.
God, look at that.
It was meant to be. They sent an email that, they'll be, having an open day. Usually they do invite only, but they had this open day, anyone could come.
Wow.
And then I went, and then the rest is history.
Look at that. So talk to us about some of the amazing spaces that you've traveled to.
Oh, I love Australia, Brisbane.
Australia.
Auckland.
Hey,
It's far.
Yes. How many hours was that?
From Dubai, it was about 17.
Whoa.
It's very, especially if you're working.
Yes.
If you're working a flight, imagine. People complain sitting down and sleeping, but imagine working a flight
no.
that long and then coming back.
Do you even get to sleep?
We do.
Okay,
you
that's
guys don't
good.
see where we sleep, but we have like a place.
Is it really small?
It's not that small. It's like a bed for about 7 people at a time. So
On the plane?
Yes, you guys don't know where it is.
Hey!
You guys don't know where it is.
Oh my, she said you don't know. It's some secret like FBI
I can
hidden.
give all the secrets out.
Okay, all right. I get it. So Australia, where's been your favorite place that you've traveled to?
I always say this. Everybody's like, why Singapore?
Singapore.
I would say Japan, but I haven't been.
Okay.
And it's already my favorite place is Singapore. I love it. I will go again. I've been 16 times and I'll go again.
16.
I was working.
Well, of course, but
so back and forth.
16 times to Singapore. What is it that you love about it? What's drawing you there?
I don't know. I feel like it's just perfect in every sense of the word. And I love the fact that we don't need visas as Ghanaians to go to Singapore. So I think that's, making
Is it easier?
I love the food.
Yeah.
I feel like every other country that is beautiful, usually the food sucks. But Asian food,
delicious.
Korean food, so good.
We're gonna get into the foodie part of her a bit later. So, okay, we've talked about Singapore being your favorite. What about a place that you would love to go to that you haven't been to before?
Korea and Japan.
Hey, so it's still Asia.
Everybody's like confused. I feel like I'm nothing against America or Europe. I feel like they have nothing on Asia. The technology, the things like places to take pictures, experiences, amazing.
Wow.
They are in their own world. Like they use their own phones. They don't really care about all these things we are doing. Like if you get there, you will understand what I mean.
No, that is
they don't
definitely
care
on
about
my
us.
to-do list. Hey,
Amazing. Korea and Japan. The cherry blossom time, the when I'm ready to go to Korea and be there.
Hey.
The Korean embassy, if you can't hear me.
Listen, and when you take her, don't forget about me,
Oh,
okay?
yes, we would like to go. Imagine.
We would like to go together.
Imagine.
Fantastic. That would be great, because if you know the way Ohima does her content creating, listen, this girl with techniques is a whole new level. All right, so now you're in Ghana. You've been here for some time now.
Yes.
Talk to us about traveling in Ghana. How have you found that?
Traveling in Ghana has been, let me say, interesting because, let me start with the real estate in Ghana. It's kind of weird. I got back and then I realized everything is in dollars. And so I'm going to start from price. I'm being honest. The pricing is a bit weird, especially for, it's not giving what it's supposed to give. The money and the experiences are not really matching. And I do feel like we could do better with tourism, but I would say we are trying. There's so many things we have that we didn't used to have before in terms of service, in terms of experiences. I'm saying that we are trying, but I just feel like the prices are a bit off for what I'm getting. So far, I've loved traveling in Ghana. I've loved everything, and I've learned a lot, actually going around. And I've seen a lot more, foreigners are coming in.
Most definitely.
Yes, I really love
like
that for
me.
us.
I'm not a foreigner, I'm a Ghanaian.
Yes, like Drew, you love to travel.
Yes.
I see you going to all these, and you learn so much. I saw you actually, getting some palm nuts, doing all these things. So I feel like we are beginning. I don't think we had that before. We didn't really love our cultural experiences, our local experiences when we were a thing. So I love that for us. Only that I feel like some of the prices don't match the experience.
Yes, most definitely. Where have you been in Ghana so far?
I have been to, not so many. I have been to Cape Coast. I've been to Western region. So I've done Central region. I've done Elmina. I've done Takrade. I've done Bronga Hafo, Domahinko. That's where I'm from.
Nice.
I've done Sunyane. I'm about to do Ashanti region, which I'll talk about later. So you guys, I'm going to fill you in about Ashanti region. And then what else have I done? Accra is
Of course, there's lots to see in Accra.
Yeah.
There is lots to see in Accra, but I think for me, because I'm in Accra every single day,
you don't see it.
It's more, when I go outside, it's more of a holiday for me. A holiday in a holiday kind of thing. So your favorite place to go to in Ghana?
Western region.
Come on!
Busia.
West side, baby!
Here I am, back again in another part of Ghana. Woke up to beautiful sounds. Maybe the birds here are different. From a day in Accra, I think I'm ready to explore the West. Welcome to Ghana. And this is a day in Busia. A true human experience is exactly my first description from a day here. I was in awe as I watched everyone go about their daily activities. I just had to join in. The hard work, the skill and what they create. The joy when doing them. Realizing how everything they do connects to the next person. A breath of fresh air, freedom and a lot of peace. Everything about Busia made me ready to try new things. The West. This was more than I could ever imagine. I felt invincible. I felt free. We discovered an island. The views were to die for. The beach was our playground. We learned more about our culture, and everything from our primary textbooks seemed to come to life. I love my people. So friendly, and even as strangers, we bonded in Busia and had an amazing time. Moments in the Western region.
Tonight, I serve this fire to the outgoing guests.
Songs we sang, the dance, the stories told, the sound of the drums in Busia. I'm curious, I'm an explorer. I'm African, but most of all, I'm Ghanaian. And this is a bit of my wanderlust. Yeah, Buzia's the
Listen,
place, I'm telling you.
Buzia, oh guys, you already know I have a video that is ready. Well, it's not ready. I'm trying to find the time to edit. I'm trying to find the time to edit the video because the video that I have for you guys from Buzia will blow your mind. But yes, talk to us about your editing. How do you find the time to do the traveling, do the editing? A secret that I'm going to share that she doesn't know is Ohima is a perfectionist, guys.
So
and her perfectionism sometimes affects her from releasing the content that she
Exactly.
has. But then when she does, it just blows your mind. So talk to us about it.
So when I was a flight attendant, we couldn't carry these big cameras everywhere, in our bags, moving around. So I had to do everything on my phone. So I learned how to use my phone as an expert. I learned it how I see the videographers moving along, all the angles. I learned it with my phone, and that's how I became, a video editor.
Yes.
In my own way. And I usually have these crazy ideas, and I always love to try things. So I kept on trying, and that's why it seems like I know exactly what I'm doing, but sometimes I don't. I'm just trying out an idea, and it works out perfectly. So that's how I started my, my editing journey. No one was on the trips with me. No one was going to be able to, sometimes you give your phone to people to film something.
Yeah, I know.
Take a picture.
I know.
So I had to compensate for that, and I had to go online, YouTube, your best friend.
YouTube University, I say it's a real thing, guys.
And right now it's TikTok. You can learn everything on TikTok. Amazing.
Wow.
So you have to get on TikTok as well. So
oh God.
I started. I know not a lot of people have that time.
From when I don't even have time to edit, when will I have time to do TikTok? I just about learned how to do reels.
I know everybody's saying it. You just learn how to do one.
Then a new thing comes.
Oh Lord, I know, but as I said, my new job is mainly on social media.
Good.
So I really have to be up to date. It's like, having any other job. If you're a mechanic, you're going to upgrade your knowledge. So I have to know everything that has to do with social media, how to get my content out, what to do, how to edit. So that's why I keep educating myself. So I can be with the times, because times are changing.
So what inspires your content and crazy ideas then?
Okay, so most of the time, I just want people to feel something different. I feel like I'm seeing the same recycled content on Instagram.
Yep.
And so I don't want people to just see the same thing on mine. I just want to give them something new and different.
Yeah, that's it.
So that's where my inspiration comes from.
I like that. Okay, Ohima Travels. So you started a YouTube.
Oh my God, yes.
Talk to us about that. How did that whole come about? Because you've got content. You've gone to Singapore 16 times and we haven't seen it. We haven't seen one. Have you seen photos?
I have all that on Instagram because I used to shoot, for those who understand the social media, I shoot in 16:9. So it was just recently that YouTube actually started allowing these kind of shorts and videos on YouTube. So everything was mainly on my Instagram. Now, yes, I have YouTube and I've been so bad at posting, but I'm relaunching.
Yes.
I'm going to be posting at least twice or once a week.
Okay.
So guys, subscribe.
Good.
Watch. I'm actually giving you good content.
No, she really is, guys. She actually
Tell
really is.
them.
Just from the small snippets that you have on her on Instagram, you're just like, can I have more? Or it'll be, I've been to this place and why didn't it look like this when I was there? All the time, like, I have been here, so why didn't it look like this when I was there? How did she just make it look so amazing? She is the definition of influencer. She will influence you.
That's so sweet.
No, but it's the realest. She will influence you to go to a place because of her angles, the way she filmed it, the way it just looks so inviting. So I'm telling you, follow her and she'll spend all your money, technically.
I would say another reason what inspired me to do that in Ghana more was I would see, we see all these videos of people in Bali, all these countries, right? And then you get to Bali, you're like, was this the place?
Yeah.
If Bali and all these other countries can have these amazing videos to, create a selling point, to create more, traffic to their country, money, why can't I do that for Ghana? I also want to, give them, you would experience the same thing, but you would get to Bali and be like, but it didn't look like the video.
Yeah.
So I think that was what we were missing in Ghana. We're missing that nice travel video look.
Yes,
so I'm ready to
we
give
need
that
it.
to us.
We are ready to receive it. So what can we expect next from Ohima Travels?
So right now, I'm going to be having, Ohima Travels right now, I'm going to be giving you guys a new experience. I'm working with Sorted Charlie's, a travel tour, a tour agency. And we'll be going to Ashanti region at the end of the month.
Lovely.
So you guys can come on tour with me.
Yes, I'll be there. Oh, when are you? End of the month?
Yes, when you said you wouldn't be here because I was going to discuss it with you.
Oh,
And when you said that,
the Lord will make a way. We'll see.
We will make a way.
Yes, because she's staying. She can't go. We need you in Ghana.
Look at Asians. In every Korean drama, everything is about their food.
Yes.
All you want to do is to eat their food.
Yes.
But maybe in our movies and stuff, all you see is pizza. That's not.
It's true. That is true. That one is true.
Promoting enough. People don't know what these Korean foods are made of, but they want to try it. If we could see more people eating our local, delicacies, wearing our outfits, being us, our natural hair, most of us can't even take it to the office. It's considered, unprofessional. If we would just accept ourselves as people, promote ourselves, promote our country, we could actually elevate ourselves and get money to fund everything and change our lives.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
Oh, she's dropped some gems, guys. Promote Africa, promote your hometown, promote Ghana. Even if it is just you went up the road, promote your East Legon or your Tema, promote it, and then we'll be able to leave.
Even just an outfit.
Just like that. Guys, I mean, there's no way we can have a show without showing you guys a snippet of Ohima Travels and what she does. So introduce your video for us.
My YouTube channel is Ohima's Wanderlust, so you guys can find the rest of my work there. My first video was a day in Accra, and it inspired all the other videos I have done. A lot of people were, felt a lot of things. I want people to feel things from my videos. So just go on my YouTube and you'll find more. So enjoy this video. Greater Accra. I have lived here most of my life, and I always truly begin to miss it every time I find myself in a new city in another part of the world. Touring the world has given me the chance to actually notice how unique life is in Accra. What is a day like in Accra? What is life like in Ghana? You get to see amazing Ghanaian talent at every corner, not only in galleries, but also in shops and even right by the street. And even little things I miss, like quickly getting into a choski and standing in line for wachi. Music, sound, joy. There are actually a lot of things that don't always stand for poverty. What you might see and not understand doesn't mean poverty. Most of the stuff we do actually is our way of life. For example, seeing us eat with our hands does not mean the absence of a spoon. This is us, the way we eat, the way certain foods are eaten, wrapping our food in leaves, eaten in earthenware bowls. Of course, you were waiting for this shot. The usual. I'm in Africa, so here's a picture of me with the African kids. Ghanaian children are pleasant, curious, intelligent, and always willing to smile at anyone to share their love and joy. Taking pictures of innocent, unsuspecting African kids to serve as an aesthetic or for other purposes unknown to them isn't right, especially without the consent of a guardian. I'm curious, I'm an explorer. I am African, but most of all, I am Ghanaian, and this is a bit of my wanderlust.
I said that, of course, has been a fantastic catch up with my girl. Don't worry, you will definitely see us doing traveling videos, and the next time we'll do a food video. Hey,
Yes,
we will do a food video because she also has Ohima Okosia Eats.
Yeah, that's
Okosia Eats, and she eats well. She does. So guys, stick and stay, don't go anywhere, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.
Moments brought to you by Fortune Rice and Frytol.